Alright, I got all the grommets out of the valve cover. I have to order new ones because they're so old and crusty that they chop. Alright, so now that I've got the valve cover cleaned up, I got all the grommets off there and just blew it off. Should be good to paint. I might have to replace all the grommets because they're all old and dry rotted. But yeah, should look a lot better. And then we'll put it back on and hopefully get the hood on. All right, so I wound up taking the gear cover off too to paint that. And then this I should have prepped, but I didn't. I'll probably end up repainting this front side here. But it's about dry enough to go back on. And then I can put this on and got the hood back on too, so it's getting there. As well as test fitting the facelift bumper again. Car's starting to come together again. All right, I'm gonna be pulling the front end off the car. Trying to figure out what the timing issue is in the tune. Car won't rev past 4,500 RPM, so gotta take the whole front end off and figure out where the missing tooth is on the crank trigger, and then we'll go. Usually this would be a lot more work, but thankfully, you know, with BMWs, you can do this in about 30 minutes, have the whole front end turn off. And I fill this with water instead of coolant, so it's not an issue to just drain it to the ground. And it's not expensive either, so here we go. All right, got the intercooler off. Gonna loosen up the top mounts for the radiator, and then take the rest of the core support off. It's about 10 more bolts. All right, as you can see, front end's already off the car. Took me about 10 minutes. Still gotta get the radiator out, maybe, or I can just move it. I'm gonna find that out in a second. But yeah, so you just leave everything attached. It's 10 bolts. 10 bolts plus the 2 radiator mounts. And then you are all good. You can pull the whole front end off just like that. These cars are really easy to work on, which is nice, especially when you don't feel like taking it apart. But I guess you gotta do what you gotta do, right? All right, since we're trying to check where the missing tooth is on the trigger wheel, top dead center, I've had to pull everything off the car. Water pump pulley's off, tire radiator's off, as you can see. Now I need to set the car at top dead and then figure out where the missing tooth is. I think I'm just a little past top dead, so I'll be able to turn it back. Unless I can find the top dead mark on the trigger wheel, which I don't see it, so just have to set it back and figure out. That might be it right there. I don't know. All right, well, let me get this set up and then we'll come back to it. All right, so as you can see, I got the valve cover and the cam cover painted. Well, the cam gear cover. Got both of those painted. And I bought all new grommets for the valve cover because a lot of the old ones tore, so gotta put new ones on there. So I put all those new grommets on the valve cover and then bolt it up, and we'll wrap this video up. All right. Cam cover's back on. Cam gear cover is painted. Valve cover is painted. Now I'll bolt it all back up. All right, it is officially all bolted up. I left the coil packs loose. I'm gonna pull those off tomorrow and clean out the spark plug cylinders. Had some water build up in there. I love the look of the coil packs on the black valve cover, but you can't leave it like that if the car isn't in a garage all the time. So I'm working on something for that. I'm gonna make something and probably put it out on the market. But yeah, put the breather back on and put the cover back on, and then we're good. All right, it's been a long night. As you can see, we got the cover back on, got the breather back on, everything's all bolted up. Yeah, pretty stoked with how this came out. Super excited. Now I've got an obsession and want to like refinish everything in the engine bay. Really like to wrap all the wiring up and really just get the car sorted. It's almost there. Just some stuff to clean up and hide, and then it's pretty dialed. Pretty happy with it. But yeah, thanks for coming back and watching another one, and I'll get some more videos out for you guys soon. Peace.